Yeah. That's the best I got, I'm sorry. But no, making sure things are in order a little bit. Right now the audio for this game in particular is like at max volume, I want to say. I could be wrong. I'm gonna like double check something. Because I have my audio up for like a little bit, but no, it is like super quiet, at least on the main menu that we're on right now a little bit, to play like the little starting soon music and shit like that. But yeah, we'll probably mess around with that a little bit, depending on how loud this gets, or it's just like main menu only. But yeah, either way, think we're as good as we're going to get a little bit. Might be doing a little bit of a bit in this for this stream in particular, a little bit. Last year, we did World of Horror and had a little bit of a monochrome, little grayscale type of little layout. We're doing that again, but we're not playing World of Horror again. It'd be kind of relevant with all the Uzumaki stuff that came out, both the good and mostly the bad. But we're going to be doing something else with this little bit, with this little theming we got going on and all that jazz. So yeah, let me go ahead and try to make sure I'm in view real quick here. Gotta remember how this works a little bit, because I had to like set this up a little bit to get this all working as much as I want it to and shit. Yeah, either way, let me do the... There we go. Hello! Hello. It is me, Gray Laggy. Or Laguo Jadeheart, your favorite little fishman VTuber. And yeah, we are now in the week, the Halloween week. So we're kind of upping the ante of some little horror games, shenanigans, and all that jazz. And yeah, our first game up on this particular week of this Monday a little bit is a game that recently had like a little bit of a director's cut, the Pristine Cut that came out like some time ago, pretty recently. It was on sale, so I went ahead and picked it up. And yeah, we're playing Slay the Princess. This came out like last year, I want to say. Heard a little bit of good things here and there. Mostly going into this blind a little bit. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and reload the game here real quick here, because I had this open up to play the music and shit, but we're gonna like reload it here. Just get the proper start in here. Because yeah, as we're approaching some real-ass horror a little bit from the looks of things, I figure it'd be appropriate to have some of the content warning stuff shown at the very least, just to be that considerate stuff. Whenever the game opens up, here we go. It's gonna say no signal for a second, but give it a minute, give it a minute. There we go. You can see my little mouse. But yeah, here we go. This is a horror game and is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website, www.blacktabbygames.com, if you need a list of specific content warnings. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. If either of these effects cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. And yeah, I do have it on. I have a little command on here, as well as exclamation point content warning. That will give you a link to the website as well as like the little blurb there. I should get around to pinning this a little bit. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna pin it there a little bit. And yeah, do like that there. There we go. This is my first time pinning a little bit, but we're gonna like have that pin there a little bit. It'll unpin at the end of the stream from what I said when I clicked on and shit. But yeah, either way, okay. So yeah, I tend to not be too queasy when it comes to that stuff, when it comes to like whatever content warning stuff a little bit. I watched a lot of like Fear and Hunger a little bit, both of the first game and its sequel, just being like, oh, this is a train wreck of atrocities. Now I consider streaming a little bit here and there, but I'm also just kind of decided no. So yeah, the parallax stuff, because I do probably get motion sickness sometime here. I would probably prefer to turn that off if I can find it. But yeah, whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have hearts and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. so lovey. In fact, we gotta kill her, I'm assuming. But yeah, real quick here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Oh, we got a boil effect. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna turn that off a little bit there. I think for the most part, everything else. Yeah, this is pretty much everything at max volume. It sounds like extremely quiet a little bit on my end. It'll probably get louder once we progress through the game and shit, but yeah, depending on how it goes, I'll probably adjust according with the audio and stuff like that. But yeah, Slay the Princess, Pristine Cut. Again, this came out like, I want to say this weekendish, I want to say. Heard a lot of good things about it. Again, this is I'm mostly going into blind and just having like a little bit of osmosis, like what I can think might happen and shit like that. But yeah, big horror, scary sort of visual novel a little bit. You got endings. You got different ways to do stuff. You may slay the princess, or you may love the princess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going for. I'm just here to vibe and maybe get scared. I'm gonna let this rock because this does a cool thing. Or maybe not. Because I was on this main menu for a hot minute. I think it like doesn't like sync up if you go like your options here, but this will actually, the princess here, chained up and all that jazz, the screen will start to flicker, then it like zooms in on her face like half broken and stuff like that. It's like, oh. But because I did that quick preference change, I know it's not gonna do that. Oh, she's doing it! Oh, she's doing it! Yeah, there we go! There we go. It's supposed to sync up with like the music with that little piano sting there, but now it's doing that. Man, her neck is fucked up. Look at that shit. But yeah, alright. I think for the most part I got everything going on decently a little bit. Playing this with my mouse. Could probably switch to the Xbox controller on my floor. But yeah, either way, let's just new game it up here. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. So yeah, even though I have like everything grayscaled,
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
We got a voice dialogue here. But yeah, I was about to say real quick, I'm using a bunch of filters to get everything grayscaled and monochrome and all that jazz. The only thing that isn't is the game itself. So if we see red anywhere, it's like, oh shit, you're gonna see the red. But yeah,
you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
How ominous. Ooh, here we go. Wait, we got a lot of options here. Okay. Feel like playing Disco Elysium right now. Explore, handle what you're talking about. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can someone else do this? I'm not doing this. You consider that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward? So I imagine like we did not have these many options for a Pristine Cut, because there's like what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's like 11 fucking options. He's like, God damn, okay. Very big vision off. This thing's like 12 gigs, by the way. When I was like downloading Steam, he's like, God damn. But yeah, have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Okay, thank you for telling me what to do. Sweet. To offer Monarch Viva La Revolution. Turn around and leave. I'm gonna be silent because I think that's the cooler. We can have the narrator explain without me interfering. I have no conviction.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Yeah, voice of the hero, by the way.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now we just got one option.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
The Pristine Cut's right there.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, into the basement, yeah. Just in case.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without
Love
it.
my hand icon just turned to the blade here a little bit. Alright.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh my.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Just hi. Oh man, what do I want to do here? Like getting a similar feeling when I was playing like fucking Goody Little Two Shoes, when I'm just like, oh, I need to make decisions, but I don't know which one to make. It's like, damn. Yeah, right now, besides the narrator, the only other voice is like the voice of the hero. We could probably play along with that, maybe. I say with the knife in my hands, but I'm gonna say the third one.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
My bad.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
No way. Why would he even think that? Oh boy. We just fucking go in. It's like playing fighting games. Just go around one to fucking do the fastest button ever. I'm gonna be real. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
It's I feel like this is gonna get me killed if we try to play like the hero right now. But for the sake of playing a character here, we're gonna do that.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
I love like all the little like scratch work. So I guess it's not scratch, it's just like little hatching. So it's just like the sketchy little artwork to it and stuff like that. Especially like right here a little bit. Like the way the princess looks with her big dopey eyes.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
A little bit. Relationship are coming on to me. How would I get you out of here? Here because you're supposed to in the world. There's people out there who think you're going to the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Yeah, there's a lot of fucking options. Goddamn, do you know I'm here to kill you? Like, alright, that's it. Just die. Let's try to inquiry a little bit here. Let's do this one.
Don't just tell her that.
Oh, my bad.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Now we can deflect here a little bit. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? We're told enough. I was hoping you could tell me. I have the reason for keeping information secret from me. Trust you, them. Can I trust them? Remain silent. If I let you out of here. We haven't really done a deflecting option, so I'm tempted to do that, so...
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
Big
We
risk.
stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Okie dokie. How long you been down here? What's your name? I think these are like repeating from elsewhere there. Yeah, just go back to relationships. Like, are you coming on to me? What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Let me just back here. How long you been down here?
Too long.
Really, we're really exploring a lot of options here. Like, okay. I'd like to learn more, but it's like, one, it's like, how would I get you out of here? And I don't know if I want to do that yet. And be like, what if we get something going here? It's like, ooh, and like, no. Or we just talked enough. Let's say hypothetically, how would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, I guess. What could go wrong?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Okay. Alright. I thought that was gonna escalate to something else there, but no, we're good. I guess we talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Oh shit, doing a thing here. Slay the princess, getting out of here, examine the chains. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. Get to know each other while I decide what to do. We're locked away. Well, I feel like it's a good time to maybe do some of these real quick. Yeah, we can turn on auto. I should probably do that actually. Because this guy has got voice acting here. Is this the, yeah, this is the history here. Got the options here to change all this when we need to. Yeah, let's do a little save state here. We're just gonna save right there a little bit. Fucking, do the title screen. Do the title, do what the title says, Slayer.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
Well, what? It's like she's about to punch me in the face. Like, oh my goodness.
She casually sidesteps
Oh!
your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
Oh.
But she doesn't stop
Oh
there.
God.
She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down. As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess.
I just hold on, I'm gonna like turn this off again. I just like
With an intense
that she only has like the one chain, but she could still probably beat your ass with it with only that one chain. Everything else she's like free to do. It's like, bitch, you try to stab me? Think again. So that really does like bring questions like, why is she only chained by this one thing and not everything else? Okay.
You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand. And now look at you.
Is this really the best
Oop, you were red text.
Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
This is the end, isn't it?
I'm afraid it is.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yay! But now we're going to chapter 2, the tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Interesting. Okay, I thought that was just gonna be like a bad ending there, but yeah, I completely forgot. I was like, oh wait, there's chapters in this game. We're just in the fucking Groundhog Day loop right now.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, getting terrible sense through. Okay, no, but yeah. So I'm going to assume that these are all just a little. I guess the equivalent would be like if you're playing Ace Attorney, do a little hold it. You get like more dialogue during with the testimonies with like the things and shit like that. But yeah, just go like from top to bottom here.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that.
Okay,
This is
narrator.
the first time either of us have been here.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
True.
You know I can hear you, right?
No, you don't.
It's not harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
Yeah, now we got a new voice, the Broken here.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Oh no, my options. Damn it. Okay. There's more than deja vu though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Okay, Mr. Narrator. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
I'm gonna try to pick up my Xbox. I like to sit back and relax and read this a little bit. This is a very chill story time stream right now. Yeah, here we go. Oh, I guess not, because pressing buttons that don't just work. Hold on. Shit, never mind, alright.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No! Bitch!
Of course we died. We couldn't land a single blow on her, and she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die. What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless.
She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Okay.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah, so 2 voices, Hero and the Broken here. Interesting. We've got the narrator as well.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Oh no, man. This is like 30 minutes in right now.
It's the latter. What do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end.
Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
What if we just leave? Let's talk about this
Just
princess.
be quick about it.
Yeah, here we go. Just be like, never mind, I changed my mind. She killed me last time. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? All she did last time around was beat me to death. How could someone like that in the world? just beats me up and that's it. To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands? What is this place? So I know these are not like, so I thought we could like do the first one, just go through the bottom with all the explore ones, but no, some of these will disappear depending on which one you pick. I guess more importantly, we should just say this here.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Yeah, now it's like decreasing in order there a little bit. All she did last time around was beat me to death. How could someone like that in the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
We're not. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
You're being annoying.
Ooh.
Just ignore
The voices are fighting.
Whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
Alright then. Yeah, who locked her in the bat basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
But what is it, like a cabin in the woods, like the movie that we can't talk about because it's really good and you should see it yourself? If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
I'm special?
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Who cares if you think we're special?
Oh man.
As far as I can tell, the only thing special about us is that we get to experience painfully dying all over again.
You are being cagey. What? Yeah, he is. The narrator do be kind of cagey right now. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. The less you know about her, the better.
Alright.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
What if we just leave? No, proceed to cabin.
Warning, before you go any further.
Yes.
She will lie, she will cheat,
Oh, I know that.
and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Lying? Cheating? Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time. She caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine. Let's just keep our wits about us. At least one of you still has a shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner.
Okay.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
The interior
Whoa.
of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Cabin outside, and now it is just a little dungeon inside now. That's crazy. Time warps are crazy, dude.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small?
We don't feel small. We are small.
You're so small. Alright, take the blade, approach the mirror. This is whole cabin different from last time. Might as well just point the obvious out real quick here.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Okay, Miss Narrator, just anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
What?
There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Are you sure? It is probably worth noting that, just going off of, like, some little visual details with the way, like, the lines are fidgeting, like, Ed and Ada lines a little bit. For the most part, everything is, except for, like, the knife looks like, and the mirror here. So that's interesting.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there...
Voice of the nihilist.
sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse.
For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future.
Narrator really trying to gaslight me. No, that isn't a mirror. Like, please stop.
Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal.
I mean, I guess. We got, like, a good glimpse of her hands a little bit. They look very scrungly. Not like a scrungly little scrimble bimblo, but just like, ew. But yeah.
Probably. Do you not know what we look like?
He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
Okay. Oh, we can start approaching the mirror now, looks like. Okay. Compare whether I'm being lied to. There's a mirror. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Doesn't matter if there's a mirror. Remain silent. Approach the mirror. Yeah, what if we just fucking... I kind of want, like... No, because I feel like these are going to be, like, different dialogue trees that goes into different routes and stuff. Do stuff like this, maybe. I'm gonna say this one.
As do I. And yeah, there is. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time
I love this.
doing what needs to be done.
Love that we just went from pick up the knife and it's like, no, why is there a mirror there? Approach the mirror, take the blade, insert a bait. Approach mirror!
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach
Oh.
forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Oh yeah, the mirror faded away, I guess. Okay, yeah, where'd it go? Why do I have this demon monster hand on me? Am I like a lizard man?
Lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
No, but lizard men are cool though. Not the one guy from like Soul Calibur. Like in a 5 or whatever, when he gets angel wings, it's cool. But yeah, might as well take the blade just in case.
The blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Whatever did happen to that mirror? That was just gone, man. Yeah, inner basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Okay.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight.
She has ascended.
Framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
No, you're intimidating me.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp.
Damn it.
Clatters uselessly to the floor.
Well.
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Like, getting the mix of feel like the way this game is progressing was like, it's like me, the voices, the narrator, and like the princess. I'm assuming these are like the only characters in this game, maybe. But it's so funny, like it kind of like decides to go like a little Disco Elysium with like the choices here, and just a little Stanley Parable with the little sassy narrator over here, but just throwing sass at me. He's like, please help me, I need answers. Either way.
Kneel.
Oh. Yes, Queen.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? And you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Oh, okay. Just me. Yeah, I'm your command. Not gonna help you or I don't care if something new comes after. I just can't let you do that. What did you do to me? What do you plan? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. Question for you before I decide to do anything. What happened to you before I died? Let's go maybe start with this little opener here.
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
She holds the dog collar in her hands. It's like, put it on. It's like, oh no. What would you have me do? What do you plan? Just because you're supposed to end the world. Yeah, so it's still saying this stuff here. I think we missed like a dialogue box here.
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Okay. So powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Okay, just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You could be whatever you want to be.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Alright, well. I'm not going to help you in the world. I don't care if something new comes after. I just can't let you do that. I'm yours to command. Maybe the first one?
I say, perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
Probably should have dropped the save here, but I'm just going to let it. Fuck it, we ball. I'm probably going to get Ghost Rider. She's going to break that chain and then start doing Ghost Rider combos like it's Marvel. Curious if there's going to be a story like this chain being broken off already at some point.
Pick up that needle.
Uh-oh.
Do it. It's what she wants. No objections here.
Uh.
I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Oh. Oh, the options are grayed out. Ooh. Man, we could have picked these options. Now we can't. Sure.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad.
Voice had broken. Please stop being into this.
Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably gonna stand anyway.
I hate you. I hate so much of you. All of you. Yeah.
You feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance. Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
What?
What?
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
Wait. End it.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
Your hand lifts the blade.
Oh, no.
And it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for end her.
No, you fool. Yep. Well. Cheers.
No, you can't just slay yourself. You're perfectly healthy and capable, and all you have to do is ignore her and do what has to be done. The blade and the hand that wields it remain firmly locked in place until you change your mind and decide to do literally anything else.
Look at you quaking against my will. An ant defying a god. It's pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion. But you're not the one resisting me, are you? There's something else in there. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
Oh no, Nair's freaking out.
I don't care what you are.
Yeah, those are the game's doing that now. It's like she is interrupting Nair's dialogue part. Click a button. That's crazy. Oh.
You
Oh.
bring the blade to your neck. You slice through soft flesh, severing veins and arteries. Your blood flowing freely down your body. It's a painful lesson in obedience, but the pain won't last forever. No.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
We will. I promise.
I know you will.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah, the ominous. The Apotheus now. That was a cool little touch in there to get possessed by her there.
And at the end of that path... Oh, let me guess. And at the end of the
Oh.
path is a cabin.
You got the contrarian now?
Excuse me? Come on, man. We can see it right in front of us. And besides, we've been here like, what, 5 times already?
This is our 3rd time.
I think this is 3.
Yeah.
Who cares? The woods are always the worst part anyway. Nothing ever happens in them. I care. Every single time you've been here, it means an entire other reality has been damned to oblivion. One reality is already an incalculable loss. And there is a massive difference between 3 and 5. Feels like the numbers getting thrown around here are too big not to be abstract. Numbers like 5. Numbers like entire realities. At the end of the day, it's all just silly, isn't it? None of us can count to a whole reality, and he's asking us to think about the difference between 3 and 5. You're already starting.
Getting sick of your shit, contrarian.
Just because you can't personally sum up the contents of an entire reality doesn't mean that the people inhabiting it don't contain moral value. If you have any sense of ethics left in there, if you have any moral compass, please, you have to stop her.
Don't you get it? Might makes
Yeah, Broken is
right.
still here.
She didn't even have to touch us last time to prove her power.
I guess as we progress through the game, like every chapter, we get like a new voice potentially, maybe. You can also get like different ones depending on which route you're in and stuff like that. Because I'm pretty much just going with the flow with whatever we get. But we'll probably like reload that save there, just see the other options we could do there besides slaying the princess and stuff like that. But yeah, for now, let's see what takes us on this way here.
So what? Just because she made us kill ourselves, we're supposed to submit to her authority without question?
I knew when to surrender to our better. You would have lost eventually anyway, and it would only have made her angry. It would only have made things worse for all of us.
Oh, for the love of... Can you all please just get on with it? You're not making this any easier for yourselves. Do we even have agency right now? We either do what she wants, or we do what he wants. Either way, we're listening to somebody. Please, nothing in life is a binary. Obviously, we find a third choice that nobody wants.
But what if it's a choice that everyone wants?
You all
I'm
talk
everyone.
about choices and freedom, but there is no choice when it comes to the will of a god.
I'm going to cut you off right there. She is not a god, and the more times you fail, the harder it becomes for you to succeed. But the fact that you're still here means you still have a chance to pull this off. So, princess, dangerous, cabin, slay, now.
Okay, okay, now hold on, I have so many questions. I'm going to cabin until I have answers. What am I? Head to the cabin, run away, stay where you are. I'm gonna say this one.
As you finish your inane
Oh.
question, the ground quakes beneath your feet. You feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings. The trees start to sway and then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin.
Did I? Is it because I hesitated? Like the island's just falling apart now? It's like I don't even get a chance. I'm dying already.
Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
Any, words of warning? You already know everything you need to know.
Alright, no, just go in.
As you
Oh
step
God.
The cabin explodes. Flung backwards,
Oh.
violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you.
Witness your. Oh yeah. Big woman. Oh God.
Paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you. The world bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
Oh.
A loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
So yeah, we got like a steam pop-up that's, I guess it's not really ending, we just witness her ascension there, but I guess we're getting close to it now all of a sudden. Hey Fun, what did you say about a third option earlier? One that would make everyone unhappy? Take the blade, raise your new goddess. It's such a cherry. He always shows up for like a few scenes and now he has to deal with a god over here.
Well, we could always run away, right? To where? I don't know. Anywhere.
You're all ruining the moment of her ascension. Have you no respect for the divine?
Alright, flee, embrace your new goddess, take the blade. Oh man. Love the music that's playing here right now a little bit. Take the blade.
With a grim determination, you yank the blade from the trunk. Yeah, this feels right. She doesn't get to just smugly stand over us like we don't matter. Let's take her down a peg.
You're not going to win. You know that, right? What are you going to do with that tiny blade? Give her a scratch?
Even if that's all we manage, I'd rather go down swinging.
Yeah.
So everything's floating around her. I bet we could make it if we just jumped really hard. You gather yourself, closing your eyes and shutting out the towering vision of the princess. There is only her and you. That's all there ever was. It's time to face her.
Charge into oblivion.
You launch yourself.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Princess. The pull of her gravity catches you, carrying you across the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
Such defiance even now. Do it then. Show me what you think it takes to end that which is destined to end everything.
Don't you see how hopeless this is? She fears nothing.
That's right, she doesn't. So she has no idea what she's in for.
Oh.
With a heavy thump, you land on her chest. It's now or never. We've come this far. Let's take it home.
Carve into her divine heart. Oh.
Strike, but her skin is like steel.
Steel woman.
Stab at her again and again, the wounds are superficial, mere etchings in a sprawling surface.
You see? It was always pointless. All this has done is bring us close to her. And how beautiful it is to be so close.
It's not pointless, it can't be. We wouldn't be here if there wasn't some hope we could succeed.
Is that all?
The princess plucks you from her chest, pinching the scruff of your neck delicately between two fingers as she brings you to eye level.
I forgive you your transgressions, but my destiny is inescapable.
She thinks she's so much better than us. There has to be something else we can do. We're not going out like this.
He offered us forgiveness. You would turn down such an incredible gift. You would turn away from her glory for something as petty as pride.
Racing to God. Throw the blade in her eye.
Yes, let's give her something to remember us by. You concentrate your will to a fine point and hurl your blade at the princess's eye. It flies through the night sky and...
Me, Wojak pointing at the knife going to right. This is gonna do it.
And then nothing. She could never be harmed by...
Oh! Oh, she bleeding.
It pierces her cornea. She howls, recoiling in pain, and you fall from her distracted hand. You hit the ground with a painful thud. She narrowly misses you as she comes crashing down to her knees.
So I've misread you. You are not the willful key that will turn the lock of my liberation. You are an enemy to be smitten by my hand.
The princess holds up her monumental hand, its glowing palm radiating a blinding light. It grows and grows until it's all you can see. And then you erupt, your very soul mere kindling to her light. The inferno incinerates everything that is you.
I think I'm dying.
And with it... No, that's not right. Why is it hot? I'm not supposed to be able to feel anything. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Motherfucker goes,
Oh no!
You leave me no other choice.
oh god.
For the crime you have committed against my divine body. Damnation will purify us both.
There is nothing left to burn, yet still you persist amid a world unraveled.
It's cold now, and I feel small. I thought I was everything, but I'm no better than you, am I?
Oh. Oh, oh, oh. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. Leave a divine being with a binding scar. Well, let's approach the mirror. I love it because like the voices are gone. It's just now we have to narrate. I have to narrate now. Silence as you approach. The voices have all burned away. Even like the text says so. Just gaze in our reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's me. Little achievement there. It's you. Yeah, This all explains why our little hand curse has like the little hangnail there. It's like, no, that's a demon hand. I'm probably a demon, maybe. I don't know. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. See the cabin. Oh. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
All right. We just kill her. Don't worry about it. No, we might as well. Yeah, we got a lot of options. What are you? The gift of fragile vessel. Is this the end of the world? Let her out there. You know the narrator. Are you what? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens? Let's go and start from the top a little bit. We could probably get some answers here, maybe.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
This music is also really good too, a little bit set in mood. I kind of don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one sits at the cusp of awakening, a new god waiting to be born. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
Interesting, yeah. Pretty much talking to someone that is creating what seems like a multiverses of these princesses and shit like that. Like, ooh, okay. Is it the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Okay, well. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Okay. Are you what sent me slay the princess? Are you what trapped me? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Do we know each other? I feel like we already kind of answered this one, but just for the sake of getting out of the way here, since we're exploring questions here.
She is part of me, and part of me is her. You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Alright then. Are you what sent me slay the princess? Are you what trapped in here? Do you know what the world's beyond this place?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Right, yeah. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Can you let her out of there?
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Attack the enemy, destroy your body. Well, what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Yeah, bring. Be like, do some more roots, idiot. It's like, oh, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, interesting little ending we got here a little bit. Make me forget. Aren't you scared of if I will kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? What if I don't let you do this to me? Essentially, stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? Start from the top here.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Yeah, I guess, So I guess with the way this game is kind of setting up a little bit is like the more routes you do of like the different options you take, the more you pretty much unravel whatever the fuck's going on here a little bit. I think it's a neat little concept here a little bit. But yeah, how many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Oh, what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
You can also wait there a little bit. I was sent to slay the prince to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Okay. Semantic, what are you going to do if I help you? Let it be. Start asking this one here.
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Not going back. Wait. Okay. Because yeah, now it feels like we kind of have our mission at this point where we had to explore the visual novel, get the roots, find the ending, get the answer for whatever's happening here. Maybe. I'm tempted to do this one here a little bit. Yeah, let's wait.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever. Yeah, I'm ready to make me forget. Man. I could save again. But, what if we just wait forever?
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, Will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh God. The game closed. That bitch closed my game. That's a really good touch. This is on console, so I'm wondering what would happen if we were playing this on like Switch or like PS4. Like it just crashes the game then and there, just resets it there. But that's a really good touch on PC. Love that shit. Always love that shit a little bit. And let's boot it up. Ironically, even though I think this was an ending, we didn't get an ending because she booted us out before we could get an ending. Unless the other options just prompts us to, maybe. But yeah.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Hold on, we gotta wait for you to show up. Okay, there we go. Attempt to outwait your destiny. Okay. I like the game starts up like this. Yeah, you've returned to me, though you were gone mere moments. I never... Yep, alright.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh! Everything goes dark and you die. Yeah, chapter 1, the hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path
starts
is a
here,
cabin.
you'll know when you see it.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So yeah, no ending yet, but it looks like we just completely reset it back to chapter 1 here now.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, I'm curious. We can like skip this. You can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or R1 on your controller. R1 didn't work. Why is it using like PS4 for this, by the way, when I'm using a 360 controller? Just kind of turn. Okay, skip this. We can. And Royal, what are you talking about? I mean, at this point, it's probably not going to matter too much here, because it kind of looks like we did just loop back a little bit here. But we're gonna... Let's do this. Forget I'm not doing this. Consider it, yeah. There's a good silent on here.
You make your way up.
Yeah, so this is pretty much scene dialogue here a little bit. At least I think so anyway. Hold on. Skip unseen text after choices. Yeah, so it's not skipping unseen text if we have that on. I'm assuming that's what it means there. Yeah, that turns it on there. Okay. Skip unseen text after choices, transitions. Yeah, okay. Just making sure a little bit there. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost...
Skip this again. So yeah, we took the at this point we might as well try to deviate a little bit. What if we didn't take the blade, just entered the basement? Fuck the sword.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Yeah, that is new.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Hi, just checking in on you. I'm here to save you. I'm here lie being here to save you. I mean, we kind of don't have the blade in our hand, so we can't really do that right now. Just checking in on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain
It's still
around
the
her
same right
wrist,
now.
binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Surprised the narrator isn't like giving you shit. It's like, why'd you skip the knife, idiot?
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
See what I can do. Examine the chains. Can we talk a bit first?
Okay.
Now she's smiling here. Yeah, pretty much looks like we're on a new route now because we didn't pick up the blade, it looks like here. So regret this. I keep you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Go back upstairs, retrieve the blade without saying another word. Just be alright, that's it. Okay. I just can't trust you, doesn't add up, and it's worth the. It's curious that they give me these options here. We barely did any of the exploration stuff here, but yeah. I guess for the sake that if you're doing this again, you can just pick this again and shit, but yeah. I'm gonna keep you locked away from here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep it locked away. Let's go and try to start from the top here.
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
So is Princess your name? What she's thinking about it?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here. From the first place, how have you been eating or drinking? So you're apparently supposed to end the world.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Okay. Seen a while. What have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Does have like a free hand at the very least to do stuff with that. But yeah. I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. Ooh, yeah, okay. She's like, oh, yeah, I do like that if you don't get the blade, she starts acting like this now. Where I suppose when you get the blade, she acts a little more, what's the word? Confrontational, I suppose? Yeah. But I don't think you're actually dangerous, but I want to see for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe. If everything is true, there's something about you that doesn't feel right. Let's go for the middle one here.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
What are you gonna do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. Let's hope you tell me. No members today have their reasons for keeping that safe for me. Remain silent. Try to deflect again, maybe.
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
What I do doesn't really matter, right? At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
You know, she's just going like, just plain trust, not blind trust like the other princess did, I see.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
Big, bold
We
risk.
stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Yeah, now we pretty much have the options here of making the choice. Gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Examine the chains. Getting you out of here. Examine the chains. Let's retrieve the blade without saying another word. Retrieve the blade. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. Won't you if I get to to risk? What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy. Yeah, what do I want to do here a little bit? Because I have like different ways to go about this. We could like start immediately trying to free her potentially off of the chain here. Or maybe talk to her some more here, and that could probably lead into another route. I don't want to kill her here again like last time. We could probably get a different ending if we tried to do so here a little bit, but maybe we could probably try to talk to her a little bit more. That's what I'm like more going along with right now. A little bit what my gut's telling me right now, what to do at this point. So yeah, examine chain. Get the blade. I'm gonna keep you locked away at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Maybe say the top one here, because this doesn't have like a little option like these do have, so.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Oh, okay.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
Man.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out
Oh.
of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Oh, she's getting sassy. She's getting sassy. Oh no.
But if you don't,
No.
I promise that you'll regret that decision.
No, I was gonna be a friend. Don't do this to me.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes.
About to reload that save. I can't. But it's like, retrieve the blade. Okay, let's get out here. Lock her in the basement. What? Fuck you.
I know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
The moment she changed her tune, I'm just like, nah, bitch. Get locked, idiot. I'm gonna pay for my consequences.
Chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Where are you going? You can't just leave.
Just
me.
leaves.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
She could probably break those cuffs.
Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
No restricted plan locking her away. Oh, that's relief. I was afraid I already committed not slaying her. No, we did this last time, so I don't want to do this. So, lock her up.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your way. You close the basement door,
Put the table in front of her.
barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Where is the blade, by the way?
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there.
Oh.
Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Do you plan to play the new psychological horror game soon? Chess school a little bit. Not at the moment. A little bit. I already have like a planned little schedule for what I'm doing this week and stuff like that. I'll probably keep it at tabs for something to do like later down the road there. But yeah, yeah. Welcome to the stream, Licorice Tarts. There. Hope you've been doing well.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Is she be knocking on the door?
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece.
Oh dear.
I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
She sounds more angry than I tried to stab her.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Okay, well, ignore and go to sleep. So it was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. Confront her back.
These aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep, and I'll make sure you never see the light of day again.
Uh-oh.
The princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Oh.
Helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Kind of curious. Is this affected by this maybe? Oh, okay, yeah, it is. Oh, it's even moving with the mouse. That's cool. I'm being scared to death, but that's cool that I can just move around the mouse and he kind of moves with the parallax thing. Was wondering if it was gonna like do some like camera shaking at this point because she's just stuttering, not the camera moving. But yeah. Ooh, she's scary. Ooh, the princess. She's gonna kill me. I think for the most part, we'll probably leave it on, just see more of that effect, maybe. But yeah, we'll probably turn it off if it gets too much, maybe, but I don't think it will. But yeah, either way. Dips close to one side for the full time, cocking your head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe
Oh,
I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
they kind of are, yeah.
A shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Wah wah. Anyway, chapter 2, the nightmare. So we got like the tower last time. Now we're going to
You're
the
on
nightmare
path
now.
In the woods. And
Oh.
at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, so it wasn't just the that little moment there that does paralyze. It just does this for like the whole game there. You just move around like that there. Yeah, okay. Cool little feature there. I'm probably just gonna turn that off though. That's mostly what that's going to do. Maybe do some funny stuff with like I did beforehand, but yeah, it's neat. But I think that's just what it's going to do, just cause you to move around the background, stuff like that. And I'll probably leave it off for the most part. If there's any like potential like very creepy little camera movement shenanigans, I will probably turn it on. But yeah, either way, you're on the path of the woods, and the end of that path is cabin, and the basement of that cabin is a princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright then. Terrible. Wait, doesn't. Sorry. Okay, no. She's going to kill me again. Proceed to cabin. Curious if we get like another different voice for this, so might as well try to play around with this a little bit.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly have. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's... Shh. What if he hears us?
Here we go. The voice of the paranoid now.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met.
Okay. Let's zoom on some of the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? So yeah, kind of already did that, but now instead of having the voice of the broken, we now have a paranoid voice, so... No, proceed, cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Yes?
She will lie, she will cheat.
No, I already know that.
She will do everything.
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least, she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Proceed to cabin.
The interior of the cabin is plain.
So yeah, this still looks the same as last time, actually.
Almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Yeah, I was about to say, it looks the same as last time, but it's like pretty much at the end of like that first loop there. And now we just got like shadow people just looking in on us, so I'm like, that's cool. The mirror's back.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
It's just an empty frame.
She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Alright then, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. This whole cabin is different than I remember it being. Approach the mirror, take the blade, enter the basement. Yeah, I could probably explore some more stuff, but it is kind of like repeating dialogue. At least choices from like the last route we were on, so probably is going to be like a bit more directly and just approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement doorframe. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Oh,
Reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you... Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
yeah, it is true. We already kind of know what we look like at this point, though, but it is curious that, yeah, he was... It could probably be the narrator himself just vanishing it away a little bit. The only time we're able to do that is when he actually just burns away at the end of the other route, so yeah. You're kind of speaking some nice facts there, Mr. Paranoid. Tempting to take the I feel like at this point, just to be safe, we might as well take the blade here, so... Sure.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
Nuker.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Enter the basement. This whole cabin is different. I remember it being... I wonder if we like talk about the creepy eyes looking on us, but I don't think they're going to address that maybe no matter what, because it feels like we're just doing a different branch of dialogue going off of the first route. Let's enter the basement. Let's not worry about it.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
At least the paranoid voice isn't noticing them.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How hard is it to throw a knife? I'm going to talk to her. You know any plan? I'm just going to kill her. Miss Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know how we're all being such pessimists right now. So yeah, we are pretty much just another little voice ourselves here, a little bit with these choice options here. Yeah, okay. Step on the void between the stairs, continue down the stairs in silence. Tempting to do this a little bit, but let's explore. How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard, but then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
Alright then, going to talk to her, just going to kill her. Step off of the void between the stairs, continue down the stairs in silence. What if we just say hello to the creepy eyes?
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
Oh no. I was curious. I don't know, falling to infinite void seemed better than going downstairs and dying. I'm just kind of scared. I was mostly curious.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best outcome you could have gotten. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
No, we're progressing though.
As you emerge, you find
What the fuck is this?
two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
What if we just leave? Like, go left, go right, do nothing, go back to where you came. I kind of want to go right to see what's up with his face over here just blinking at me.
You turn to the right.
Where to go?
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you
Oh,
are.
oh,
I
oh,
told you I was
oh.
going to find you.
Ooh, I don't like that. Oh, she looks better here.
Suddenly go numb.
Whatever was happening beforehand, no, did not like that. She looks better here. She looks cooler here, actually. Okay.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And your brother
Oh.
has a knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Oh.
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart, lungs.
Paranoid's going nuts in the
What are
background.
you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
We're like an assess on this one a little bit. Love our little poses.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Slay the princess, run. Find you in, I'll let you leave. Leave together. Let's get out of here together. Cosplay remain with your nightmare. I'm not going to do anything of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try to kill you, so do your worst. Enemies, we could be work together, we could be friends even. How about I just kill you instead? Work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? You're crazy, you know that? Well, let's end your stop before destroying the world. I can't just let you leave. What happened after you killed me last time? Why won't you finish me off? What can I do alive? What do you want from me? Start from the top here.
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans
Oh.
forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Y-
heart.
yeah, I keep saying it.
She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop. Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. You're back. Lungs,
One moment, and then you're gone.
liver,
Just like that. Ah, and there's the fear.
She pulls away.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
What happened after you killed me last time?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then, well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can move without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Okay. Why'd you try being nice? Can you be nice to me?
I am being nice.
Ooh.
You're alive, aren't you? And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
Listen here, stop. World, I can't just let you leave. Alright, if you want to work together, can you at least turn off the whole...
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Well, I don't like that you can kind of sort of see like the skeleton in her gloves here a little bit, her bones. Yeah, I kind of don't want to say this a little bit here. I guess we could be hypothetical, like what if I killed you? What if I let you out? What then? Do we go our separate ways?
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
Alright, well, being around his eye, I'm not going to stick around. You're a lunatic, you know that, right? This feels like a good response to say that, like, right now, after that convo.
Like I said, I am what I am, and right now, I'm in control. So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
She raises one long
Oh, she's playing feedback in my ears.
hovering just over your skin.
Yeah, here we go again.
Seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But she withdraws, sparing you another momentary glimpse of death.
Alright, well. What if they refuse to let you out? What happens then? We can work together. We can be friends even.
I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
Oh, well, oh, there we go. I mean, you are pretty cool in this form. If we can find a way to get you stop causing my lungs to cease function, I think that'd be swell. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave. We could explore these other options, but I feel like doing so will probably do something tragic, so I'm not gonna pick him, maybe. But yeah. Because there has been some options that we did explore, and it stops right there, and it goes on to the next route, potentially. Kind of like Ace Turn a little bit. If you hold at the right time, it'll progress through the case. Anyway, not doing any of this, I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try to kill you, so do your worst. Toss the blade, remain with your nightmare. Scatter together, leave together. Find you in, I'll let you leave together. Run, slay the princess. We did that last time, we don't want to do that. We could, but I don't want to do that. All these are leaving together here. You'll do this one.
What? No!
Nair's like, wait a minute!
Come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving. And, do you think you could just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
My bad.
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
I don't trust having our back to her. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth. She needs us alive. Nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
How about you go first? Step onto the stairs. Let's explore.
What? Are you scared of turning your back to me? You don't have to be worried that I'm going to do something bad. You're too important to me now. Besides, what if I lost track of you and dropped the stairs on accident? I wouldn't want that to happen. And I don't think you'd want that to happen either. So go on. Go ahead.
She urges you forward, like one might a reluctant pet.
Alright.
You place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles, an uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence is so very precarious.
You're almost there.
The only
She's doing like the piss 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 on the little kitten.
the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you.
Don't say that.
Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him. I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember? Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Heart. Thank you. And you? You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important if you still have a weapon. You can still make this right. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
I mean, we could. I was like,
Nerves,
I think the door's locked. Try the door.
lungs, liver. Oh, look at that. Nerves. It's locked. What a relief for the world. Liver, nerves, heart.
I think the door's locked.
It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
Lungs, liver.
Try door.
You pull
Oh.
against the door. The lock gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out. You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you? Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you? I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her? I don't know. Secret reasons?
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
Shit. The princess moves past you and into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her. I thought you wanted us to slay her. It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now, or everything is over. Okay, what do we do? I said, what do we do? Oh, do you want to hear from me now? Yes. Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system. We do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain? Heart. Right, heart. Lungs. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Okay, thanks. I got it. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. You're terrible at this. I know. I'm doing my best. Yes, it's very hard to stay focused on running things when other people are talking to you, isn't it?
What are you doing?
Heart,
The voices in my head are having an argument.
nerves, heart. Finally, I can
Oh.
talk. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things. They were asking you for your blessing to trust me. Oh, that's right, yeah. Fuck this guy.
Whoa.
Don't trust him. Really? So you'd have them trust her? Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we started, doesn't it? I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down. Thank you for your gracious show of support, but that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are intact.
Yeah, him capitalized there.
Whatever. You heard what he had to say, so whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking. Alright, I'm done. You can let me take over again.
Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now, and I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay? Open
Oh.
the door.
Okay. I feel like depending on what we do, like we probably have more time to do like one more route a little bit. I'm pretty much going at this for like 3 hours around that time a little bit. I say we can do like a little bit of both here and this route we're on, where we start off not wanting to kill her, and then now we do the thing. So just in case. Title drop.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart.
Frankly, I wish we didn't have to kill her. She's cool here. Thinking of all the different princess OCs we could see through here. Right now, we got like the best one. For now, anyway.
We did it. We actually did it.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Oh.
Can she?
I like that the blade also has a little blood on my cursor here. Look at that shit.
We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. In her final moments, the princess lunges forward, tackling you, and you both plunge into the endless abyss of her basement labyrinth. As the two of you fall, you rip your blade from her chest, tightly clutching it in your hands.
Have fun falling forever. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She tears herself away from you and tumbles away into the darkness. You are alone.
Well, for the rest of your life.
Forever. But you saved the world. You should be proud of yourself for seeing this through.
Did I?
Oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally. Are we really gonna fall forever? Can't you narrate us some stairs out of here? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? Now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us. It means you're falling. Forever.
Forever?
Oh, no. Oh no, I hate this. You continue to fall. Forever's gonna end eventually, right? No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. You continue to fall, and you will only continue to fall. I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though. Does it? What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands. Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before. That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care?
Ooh, Paranoid's thinking a little
I
bit.
just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours. Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life.
So funny to get here where we don't have like, I guess we have the concept of like the loop now. So if you got here like your second time, you kind of get like an inkling that this is what Paranoid's thinking of. But yeah, now that we got like our sort of ending here, it's like, yeah.
Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
Not like it matters if I die, I'll just come back again. But I got the best company for I could ask for you guys. What more do I need? I don't know, fun for this seems so bad. Am I not a creature biology when I starve or die of dehydration before it ever happens? Are you stuck here with us, or are you capable of going other places? Drop. Just drop the blade. like, oh no, whoops, now I can't kill myself. It's so tempting to do this, but I kind of want to see what goes on after this, so we're probably gonna stick with this one here. But for the most part, I'm curious if we get something out of this one, maybe.
I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't.
Oh, there you go.
Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest.
All right, well, I'm gonna say this top one, maybe.
Again? That's unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once. I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility, didn't you? Of course I did. Though I'd rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though. Oh, you bastard. How much are you not telling us? Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine. She's dead and we're falling forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone? It just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time? I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject.
Okay. Yeah, best time to tell us this, since we still kind of don't know about what the fuck's your deal, besides getting inklings, maybe.
No.
Oh.
Still no.
Those sweet, sweet secrets now, then we'll have something else to talk about.
You're not going to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I can feel it. I'm not. Either way, at least needling him is something to do.
Secret?
The narrator ignores you. You can't just describe yourself ignoring us. I can.
Secret?
The narrator continues to ignore you.
Oh no, just no. Hold on a minute. No, because he would probably want that, actually, if we just dropped the blade. Be like, fuck you, just kill yourself. Let me see. I guess this kind of popped out. I didn't notice this before, so we could probably say that there. Well, let's go and egg him on here with this.
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely. Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us, and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely.
Yeah, probably worth to probably mention this at the very least, maybe. I'm gonna go ahead and probably do it.
That's a grim thought, innit? But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along. We don't have to starve to death falling through an infinite void. You have our way out. Use it.
Just be like, what? But no, at this point, even though like we have our memories lost from like the thing, I'm the player. I still have those memories though. So, YOLO.
I don't like this, but I suppose there's not much I can do to stop you, is there? You raise the blade to your neck and slit your carotid artery. Here we go. You'd better get this right next time, do you hear me? Don't blow it. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The Wraith, okay. We're just getting like the ghost route here right now a little bit.
You're on a path in the wood. Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on.
You look very scary right now a little bit.
We've tried doing it our way and we've tried doing it his way. I think the only way left is hers. Are you suggesting we let her out? And why shouldn't we? It's obvious she's the one with the real power here. We might as well ingratiate ourselves to our terrifying new overlord. Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world. then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it, yourself included.
See, it's that last part.
Yo, the
I'm so
opportunist?
sure about. We've ended twice now. We even ended her once, but it didn't matter, because it still threw us right back into these woods. This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore.
That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really should have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
Well then, if the world's rushing to an end, that's all the more reason for us to rush over to the cabin and make ourselves useful. It's all about making a good impression. If we're useful, there's a place for us.
Alright then. Are you the same Mine, or have we met the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before. We've been killed. We've killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. We're going to fall forever. Eventually we're going to let her out. Might as well do it now. Another option. Proceed to the cabin. There's something else we haven't tried. Turn around and leave. We could maybe, honestly. Like, we tried to lock her in place. Didn't work. We tried to kill her. Did work, but we're just falling into an infinite loop. So we have to kill ourselves. The only option we haven't tried is to just leave a little bit. So we'll probably do that maybe this route. So yeah. Yeah, for now, let's try to get some answers here real quick. Do the first one.
Suspiciously quick. If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no.
What does that mean?
I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate. So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different.
All the more reason to side with her, really. It takes a bullshit artist to recognize a bullshit artist, and I'm one of the best in the business. So trust me when I say, he's full of it.
They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
We've been killed. We killed her, been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. We're going to fall through this loop forever. Eventually, we're going to let her out. We might as well do it now. Yeah, that said, we did just kind of lock her up, though. Didn't really let her out there, so that could be something we could do instead of leaving, maybe. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option.
Then she finds a way out on her own. So it sounds to me like she's getting out no matter what we do.
And I say, aligning ourselves with somebody like her is clearly the better option. She's going places. Let's make our way to the cabin and demonstrate our value.
No, it's strictly worse.
And why is that?
Because it's cowardly, for starters. And because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
At this point, we just say this here.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't. And you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating.
Do you see how little authority he has? He's practically just begging us at this point. She at least takes what she wants. She's inspirational, really. Everyone
is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid getting tangled up in them.
Alright, proceed to the cabin, turn around and leave. Yeah, I feel like at the very least when we start the next route, because at least I think we have energy for like one more route after this, maybe we just leave like turn 1 and be like, fuck this. I'm curious what that would do potentially. But yeah, and then after we could try maybe being nicer, but it feels like our only opportunity was the very beginning of the second route where we were just on here. Instead of just being like, what if we just lock you away? And then she got all sassy and was like, I didn't like that. Get locked, bitch. But either way, let's proceed to the cabin.
You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. Of course we do. We've been over it. Find the one in charge, and make sure she knows how helpful we are. I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing, something that would make everything make sense. Maybe letting her out really is the answer.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care.
Alright, are you trying to use reverse psychology me, or have you just given up?
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue. I wouldn't trust that if I were the one making decisions.
Take it however you will.
Alright. That being said, when we got like pretty much the ending of like the other route there, we did do from like shooting her, throwing the knife in her eye, and think that's pretty much killing her there to get to the thing. So I wonder if that's like the trigger to get those endings and stuff like that, then keep the multiverse shit going and stuff like that. But I don't know. Let's enter that cabin.
The interior of the cabin is long and
Big
dark,
mirror.
a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's
So we can
strange
see
is
that
there's
mirror.
not much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Of course there isn't a mirror. There wasn't one last time either, so why would it be there this time?
Let's be mindful of our position, boys.
Without the knife, we lose part of our bargaining power. We should fold and beg for mercy as soon as we see her.
I'm sure we have too much self-respect to do something so worm-like, right? We can always at least pretend to have a conversation as equals. We did kill her last time.
Yeah, but she sort of let us do that, didn't she?
And again, we don't have a blade.
And look at the bright side, at least everybody knows exactly where worms stand in the pecking order. At the bottom, which is the most important part if you think about it, because it gives everybody else something to stand on, the bedrock, if you will. She'll understand the value of that.
Alright, let's pretend there's a mirror at the end of this hallway, and that right now we can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. Are you saying there isn't a door? Are you saying that at the end of the hallway there's just an opening again?
No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening.
It's just like last time, isn't it? Only instead of a visible empty void, there's an invisible one. For all we know, she could be standing right there behind the mirror. For all we know, she's going to jump out at us, and there's nothing we can do to stop her.
Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement.
Oh, stop being such cowards, all of you. We know what we're going to do. We know what's going to happen to us. There's literally nothing to be afraid of.
Approach mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now.
Who says being watched is a bad thing? If we haven't done anything wrong, we don't have anything to worry about. I'm sure she knows we're on her side. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
White mirror.
That I know what's about to happen. Knowing makes it so much worse.
You reach your arm
Oh!
forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Helplessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
I thought the 3 red dots were her eyes for a second, not the dialogue here. Oh, but this is about to be awful.
Shit. Where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts.
Is she a snake woman?
Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse.
Sounds like the Fear and Hunger boss music right now with the low dawn.
You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess.
Oh.
Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
What's going on here? We got the skeleton ghost princess now. Then we got little demon feetsies. Look at that shit. Almost look like mine. Anyway.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it, completely helpless, just like you left me.
Great, we're all on the same page then. The important part now is that we let her know that we're completely on board with this.
The opportunist says my foot is getting bended like 90 degrees right now. Look at that shit.
Are we? She clearly hates us. I'm not sure letting her in is a good idea. Not like this.
Oh, don't have second thoughts. This has to happen. It's clearly the only way we save our skin and get out of here. Ignore him. Have those second thoughts. Have them now.
Alright, struggle. That's fine. I actually came here to free you. You need to take my body. Can I just open the door for you? Wouldn't best me against my will make you know better than me. You don't have to be evil. You don't have to do this. Doing all this, you know. I never wanted to hurt you. I don't even know how I got here. Look, we're even now. You killed me, and then I killed you. Water on the bridge, right?
I think you forgot something. Like the part where all this started when you left me to languish in a pit all by myself. Now it becomes something so much worse. And it's all thanks to you.
My bad.
If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger.
And then everyone hurt you. I don't even know how I got here. Oh!
You did hurt me. Twice even. And I'm not letting you do it again. Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
You remain
Oh God.
to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her
Oh.
torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon. So I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. Look, she's mad at us, I get it. But it's nothing we can't clear up after she possesses our body. Don't worry. I'm what you might call a smooth talker. I'll iron things out. Oh, will you now? With her like that? Good luck with that. Doesn't seem like she's too keen on forgiveness.
Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Me right now.
Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine?
Don't be the pessimist right now, hero. You're supposed to be the good guy.
Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
Your vision fades. She tears open the membrane of your soul.
Oh.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
I've been possessed.
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. The two of you are being incredibly rude. Hi, hello, welcome. I live here, along with him, and... Well, I've never been clear on whether or not he lives here. I don't think this is helping. We should try to keep a low profile.
Now she's a voice in my head.
I just want to tell you how great a job you're doing. You're a real go-getter.
At least you can hear them now, yeah.
Taking destiny by the throat and making it yours. It's the kind of gumption a guy can...
Then she goes like, shit, this is what you're dealing with, dude?
That was then. This is now. I'm a big fan of winners, and you're the biggest winner around. I'll have you know that as soon as we wound up back in the woods on this go-around, I suggested that we free you. I'm on your side. At the end of the day, I just want a job. I figure if he's right and you're going to end the world, there's got to be something else coming after all that. And I want to make sure I have a place helping you run it. I think you should stop talking. Look, all I'm saying is that whatever comes after is going to be a hefty management task. You don't want to do all that alone, and we are the only people you know. Possibly the only people left alive once you've done whatever it is you're going to do. So you'll have to hire us.
We're going to die. No, we're going to do something worse than dying. She's going to torture us out of existence, and it's all going to be your fault. We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
Oh.
Still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
Leave the cabin. Alright. Option time. Yeah, if our goal by getting these endings to keep unraveling the multiverse shit going on with this game, defeating her seems to be doing that. We kind of killed her last time. I don't think it did anything, but this is the voice of Laggy speaking, by the way. I have no defining characteristic like the opportunist or the paranoid or whatever. I'm just Laggy. But I do have a little bit of logic being like, I'm going to assume that if we could defeat her at her own thing, that's how we get the ending and just unlock more of the multiverse stuff. So bitch.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss. Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter.
Now this is just embarrassing. I would have made sure all of you had cushy jobs on the other side of this, but you're going to make it impossible to patch things up.
I will devour you.
It's now or never, no doubt. Just make it happen.
Ooh.
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall.
Uh-oh.
I thought we already fell forever.
Yes, but now we're falling with her. She doesn't get an easy way out this time, just like we didn't get an easy way out last time.
I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now?
What do you mean what happens now? You wanted it.
But I want to know what he thinks happens now.
I don't think you're going to find that out.
Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
You should pay better attention to your head. You left. Gone.
What?
You and you and you and me.
Really? Oh. Oh. Yeah, oh yeah, it's just me now. Terminal velocity ceases and you feel a something, a mass, a growth, torn out of you. Oh, that's fucked up. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What's happening?
Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, there we go. That's the thing. We did it. So it's either defeating her at her own game, or the narrator leaves, and then that happens. I gotcha. I see. But you don't answer before she's gone, and you feel the resistance underneath your feet once more. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Except this time, yeah, we have the hero with us now. Approach the mirror. Just trust me. Try to be a little comforting here.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's calling us. And not in a good way.
Yeah, they're both here, actually.
They think it's bad. I'm with them.
That's not very opportunistic of you. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. It's the on the other side is going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Can we trust you? Finally. We're going places.
All right. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, and once again, the mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. I've grown. Yeah, I'm growing like all these bloats everywhere a little bit. Yeah, no, actually. Yeah, comparing this hand to the one in the mirror, it actually looks like it's actually grown a lot more a little bit in the mirror reflection. That's interesting. That sure isn't ominous. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Yo, you are at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
You know, this is a very cool ass image of her right now a little bit. So yeah, Interesting, because I only assumed that was only based off of the first time we see this. It was just going to be here big form and stuff like that with all the hands. But no, actually it just takes over whatever princess incarnation you're dealing with. That's cool. That's a cool touch there, yeah. You might as well do some stuff here a little bit at the very least. Yeah. At this point, I don't think attacking and destroying our bodies is gonna, like, accomplish anything here. Because this feels a little bit too important to do that shit. I like that she also has, like, the little knife wound here from, like, the previous loop. But yeah, yeah, let's inquire a bit here.
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Yeah, just give me all your princesses, please. Essentially. Gotcha. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, but in this moment, all I want is to know myself.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? I don't know if I still want to do that, though. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Yeah, so far I can only think of, like, the one option, our first, where our options were just grayed out from her possessing us. Not the ghost, the god form, essentially. I guess it's worth asking that.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen.
Oh, okay.
And to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now. Inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Okay, so I guess this is also explaining mechanic here, where if you try to go down that same route, you just don't. I gotcha. Because yeah, I didn't really get a chance to see that, but I'm curious how that would actually look. But yeah, you were kinder to me than anyone else I met. Honestly, yeah.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers. And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
That's good. Kind of like this version of the princess a little bit. So you don't have any preferences on how you like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
This is a little concerned. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
There is a hurt that dwells in them, but they are not me. They are thoughts and perspectives. They are feelings that inform my being. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I cannot be as I was before. There are new spaces that I must fill.
Alright then. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. I will transcend in due time, and there is no way forward but to contribute to my awakening.
Yeah, that kind of raises a little bit of red flag. It's like, oh, you're about to be a cosmic entity, aren't you? If we do this. Like, if we do this, you're not just gonna be normal princess. You're just gonna be some cosmic elder god. It's like, oh, cool. Maybe we could be friends at the very least if that happens. Destroy body, attack to energy, I'm ready to go back. Yeah, despite everything, I still do not feel the urge to kill you. Then it is just, I want to know what the hell's going on here. So, yeah, let's go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. There we go. Bring the wraith to her. All right.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yeah, so far, just going off of the stream a little bit, definitely really liking this and what it tries to do a little bit here. Like, very much so, a little bit. Like, with all I've heard, I didn't expect it would kind of go this way a little bit. And now I'm just like, damn, I gotta find out more. But only in this game and not from anyone else. Maybe, like, at least a playthrough of someone else's, maybe. But yeah, either way, it is definitely something that I really should probably finish before I look up anything else about this game. Like with fucking Little Goody Two Shoes. At least I want to say that one will probably be quicker to finish, and it's only 1 week to get an ending and stuff like that. Where this is like, we haven't even gotten credits yet, and we got some endings. I'm like, oh, geez. But yeah, we'll keep on going, though, for a little bit. Go and skip this a little bit. The only thing we haven't done yet that I at least want to try to do is just leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
I'll go to the cabin. I'll slay Princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Yes, I don't know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going to the cabin. I am not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I realized the coming of a new Dom, me on her own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Fuck the narrator. He doesn't get a thing.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Because yeah, so far our only inklings to get like these vessels is to do the different routes to get the different princesses and just completely do not trust this narrator guy. Or at least wait for him to leave and then we can do the thing, perchance, looks like. So yeah. Yeah, we burned him away the first time. He just left at the second time on his own volition. So it's like, oh. But yeah.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
Oh.
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Oh, well. Okay, I'm going to turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Okay, I'm not killing the princess. Good, maybe everyone should die is what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Why, I could see down the path.
Silence is deafening. But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Find is there. Have to go into the cabin and I find. So I start walking a different direction. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place. Let's do that
There's
one.
always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Neighbor's getting really upset. He cut off the music.
And
Oh.
here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Music got distorted now.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your
Ooh, I don't
eyes.
like that.
Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as
Oh.
you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Oh, we're getting weird right now a little bit.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Wait, what's going on?
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you?
There it goes, like parallel universes.
Paths or cabins
Gotta do a half A press and build up speed for 12 hours.
Your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all. You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oops. Oh, no, we're still going. Okay, the stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, there are walls here now. Yeah, okay. See the cabin. It's tempting to do this a little bit and keep the bit going of just staying here. But at the very least, I do want to see this princess we're going up with now a little bit. So, let's go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
With contrarian now. Did we get contrarian? I think we did at the very end of the first route. And now I got contrarian back with us here at the start of this one now. Okay.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Let's do it.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Yeah, the way this feels like this is going is that we just witnessed like all the parallel cabin universes or whatever where the princesses are and all that jazz. And now it looks like they're all just trying to merge together a little bit. It's like, oh. Mirrors there. We got a table with the knife there, but it looks like these are not moving. The lines aren't moving like everything else around here.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths.
Oh, yeah.
Its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
With everything looking as sketchy as it is, this one actually just looks like a rough sketch of the thing.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
Would be fun if we just found the route to a bad ending going this way a little bit, maybe.
You can't just say that. But when everything here is so wrong.
Or probably a new route even too, because yeah, this is my first time playing Slay the Princess, so I don't know what is the new routes and the Pristine Cut. So this is all just a whole new experience for me, and I'm definitely liking it a whole lot a little bit. Anyway.
Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
I will say though, just to kind of give like, I guess, a little bit of criticism, not really like major, like, oh, this game sucks type of criticism or nothing like that. No, just to give like a little bit of feedback. For like the little text here, just add like a little bit of like a little, just like some little translucent like little black bar around it, so for easier readability. I think we can do that in the thing here, in accessibility if we can find it. That's history there. Hold on. Save accessible. Oh yeah. Because I love everything the game is doing and stuff like that, and then you get to the settings here and it's like, why is this so plain? Like, yeah, font override, self-voicing, text size scaling, self-voice volume, line spacing scaling, high contrast text. They may not work with all games. Some combination of others may render games unplayable. There's not an issue with the game origin. For the best results, change fonts. Try to keep the text size same as. Enable this, maybe just see. Oh no. I mean, that does help, but that's not what I was talking about. I just meant like a little subtle fade of like a little black bar here just to read this better, so it's not you're reading white on white here and stuff like that. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to, you could just go like the little the Final Fantasy 16 route where they just added like a little transparent little black bar behind the words, but I never really liked the way that looked a little bit. I just preferred it having a bit more stylized, just having little full black here, goes up and goes more, fades out going up and shit like that, just to read this better. But yeah, tangent aside, let's get back to the ending.
Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Just want to check this again real quick. Listen to me, my job's to drive twice fast to guide you through your job. Save princess through the ash and save the entire world. You're going to slay her, you cannot let her free creep in her heart, you cannot lose yourself whatever it to her. Yeah, okay.
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Alright, didn't say about the mirror on the wall. Approach the mirror, take the blade. Yeah, I feel like no matter what, this is just gonna be like the same outcome as before a little bit, but just for a second, in case this does trigger something, maybe.
The wall next to the basement. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. You reach forward and rub your hand against, but there was a mirror, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Okay, yeah, I feel like for the sake, we might as well try to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. We'll look much cooler and more serious if we hold
Ooh,
it
backhanded.
at It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Keep your grip as it is. Hold the. You know, Contrarian, you're kind of speaking some facts. You speaking cool words. I like the way you talk, Contrarian man. So.
You switch your grip on the.
Yeah, look at that. It changes our cursor. I can make a little doodle with this now.
Yes. Isn't this so much better?
Oh yeah.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Just throw it out the window. It's tempting to do that a little bit, but I want to show the princess my cool underhand style.
The door to the basement is open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Oh boy, take the harsh stairs to the left, take the center staircase, or take the soft stairs to the right. Let's take the harder ones.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel.
I hate that feeling when your leg just falls asleep. It's like, damn.
The air around
oh,
you
God.
the further you progress. At first, a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
Oh, God.
Time disappears. And you
What happened to my cursor?
begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and
Oh my God, everything's just getting so deconstructed.
Are the endless repeating patterns and emotions.
About to see the storyboards for this in a second.
A continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Where am I?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Oh boy. Yeah, all we can do is just talk right now. Go and start from the top here. Didn't realize I was here.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching you stare at me for a long, long time.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. I don't think she likes us. Wouldn't you be skeptical of someone stumbling in here if you were her? We lost ourselves. The
Music is still distorted a little bit right now.
How long she's been here, but I can't imagine it would be easy for her to trust anyone. Those eyes, though, they're so sharp. It's just deception. Don't buy into it. You can do this.
How strange. So, why are you here?
Hold on a minute. Do I have a reaction for this? I should probably. Hold on. I need to go through my things here. Yeah, we have that one. Do I have something for you? No, I don't think I do, because that's all my things I toggled. Oh, we're just gonna mess around with this a little bit. There's two of them scared.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew.
Okay.
Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left. Until? It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it.
It's probably worth noting is that these two have like different expressions on her. Like she's got me the clearly you don't own an air fryer look, while this one is more neutral a little bit. She doesn't have like the eyebrows give me the little wince.
It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Sure. There's more of you now.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
Oh.
Not that there's much I can do, all chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? You would always start by stabbing her. Which her? Any of them. I don't know about you, but I'm sure glad we took that knife with us. I can't believe someone suggested you toss it out the window. Can you imagine? I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her.
Yeah, now I'm looking at it real quick. Her lines are moving in this one over here. I guess that's just show her which one last talked, maybe. But yeah, she got her squiggly lines over here while the others just don't. They just stop now.
It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything,
I wonder if that's
stop
important.
asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
There's a point that we should have stopped, but we clearly passed it. But let's keep going and see what happens.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. You can call me Princess, if you'd like. Princess.
None of them have names.
Yeah, so we seen this one where she's more smug. We got to this one where she seems a little bit more kinder. We did not get to this one here where she's more muted now. I'm curious what this one's going to be all about, at the very least, what kind of branches go off that way a little bit, or how to get to there. Assuming this is like the only princesses we can see, because there's probably going to be more depending on how this goes.
How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
Now she's getting depressed.
Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here?
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous.
Ooh,
But
the danger.
know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster. And the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Don't like that.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Oh god, oh. Why is it all going red there? I'm getting you out of here, trying to free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here. Leave her in the basement. Slade Prince. Oh boy. I'm tempting to do one more route after this and try to free her, because it looks like, yeah, slay the princess, leave her in the basement, and try to free. I don't know. We will see, because we are kind of getting close on time. I don't want to call this here, but yeah. I guess we're doing all three of these. Here we go.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. All at once you charge.
Oh god.
Clean to slay the princess just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone.
Everything is happening.
The end of the world looks like. What an unbearable mess. But this...
Oh.
We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world, the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
I
think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
They're all talking in different ranges and timings.
We can feel them moving around.
Oh.
They don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
I don't know.
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's going to be, yeah, the hands aren't coming out to get her, even though the narrator's gone. Going to be okay. I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. No. You destroyed everything. I'm not going to fix you. Say nothing. First option. Yeah, there we go. Save me. Woo. Oh, that was scary. But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. A memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Yeah, this is also repeating here too, because we can skip this. Looks like Yeah, sorry, approaching mirror. Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Yeah, this is sense for dead. Your common scan. I've withered. Yeah, no, I guess. So yeah, maybe, just maybe, that these endings are also tied to the type of princess you get, maybe. Because we only got the "It's me" with the first princess. We got the what the fuck was it? With all the warts and whatever. When we got the wraith. Now with all the multitude, the fucking amalgamation of the princes, we're kind of melting right now. So ooh, the melter. Find something wild quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
I have to wonder what it'd be like for someone to just do this first without realizing what is going on. Like... Like, just imagine one guy just not trying to give a fuck and just be like, no, I'm leaving. And then if that happens, like, what is going on? I would love to see a reaction like that. But yeah,
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Alrighty, guess one final chat here a little bit. Can't be contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me. Even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. No opinion on where I just want to stop. I guess the second one here a little bit, that's what I'm feeling. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
What do you think of this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
This is what you're finished with you. Yeah, it says we can skip here a little bit, but do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we're finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, my awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of self-knowledge.
Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences. You have your responsibilities, and I have mine.
So you don't have any preferences on how do you like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to contemplate the gifts you bring me.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
I really don't want to say this, but I feel like because it's always going to be here no matter what we do. I guess we could... So I feel this is always going to be with us now when we get to this point of our chance, so I guess we might as well say it now, so... You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. I will regret destroying you if that is what we come to.
Well, she's ready to fight back. But yeah. Alright then. Let's go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Bring the stranger to her rich and vibrant war hearts.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright, well there we go. I'm gonna go and call it here, actually. Got like 3 different little endings a little bit, and I think that last one is a little special one to end off a little bit for this stream a little bit, so... Yeah, we're definitely gonna call it here a little bit. I'm gonna go and save right here a little bit there. You can join our Discord there. But yeah, what is it? Oh, I guess it's like autosave and quick saves? Yeah, okay. So I was wondering what that was there. Yeah, interesting that we could like reload this if we want to, but yeah, okay. But yeah, yeah, no. I'm really digging this. I really dig this a lot, actually. Like, more than I expected a little bit. I wasn't aware that slaying the princess would be this complicated, but oh noes! But yeah, it's doing that funny little visual novel stuff I really do like when they do. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the main menu, get the creepy music going a little bit. Yeah. So continue new game, load game there, preferences. And yeah. That is gonna be it for Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cut, our little spooky look of this. So yeah, at this point, I'm probably going to be playing more of this on my own time when I put some time for it and stuff like that. I wouldn't say this is like Little Goody Two-Shoes where I will probably want to come back to this game. I guess we can also do it for this game too a little bit if I feel the need for it, but this is definitely something I would highly recommend you either play or stream yourself if you have the capability to do so. I think this is something really special. Really, really special. And there's all the different outcomes you can come to would probably be fun for discussing and seeing other people's reactions to that and stuff like that. But yeah, before I can do that, I do really just want to try to find the ending on my own and stuff like that. I'll probably make a little word about it, just being like, it is done, credits reached. But yeah, no, this is a really good ass fucking visual novel. Really, really good. Yeah. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and leave it there a little bit, because yeah, It's been a good 3 hours of this a little bit. I'm pretty much just trying to conserve energy a little bit because I'm doing this like for 4 days in a row. This being the second day out of those 4 a little bit after yesterday with Toho Luna Night. So trying to conserve a little bit of energy here and there, some voice stuff. Because yeah, we aren't done with our little Halloween week. We still got 2 more streams in me to do before the nights of Halloween. So look forward to that. It's going to be a little surprise. We will be back here tomorrow night though. At least I hope so, because again, I'm still dealing with a little bit of a harder work week than usual a little bit. I was able to look out on some stuff than I was anticipating it for here and there a little bit. But yeah, we will still see. We will still see, because again, Tuesdays are pretty much like my Mondays part 2 a little bit. But yeah, either way, that is going to be it for Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cut. So, friends, guildmates, thank you all for joining me on this very fine Monochrome Monday. We'll be sure to do this again if we ever do like another World of Horror stream a little bit. There are also some other games I can think of where we can apply this to for the gimmick again. Like the first thing that comes to mind is like the In Stars in Time, I think it was, that one little RPG Maker game. We're playing as Sif, little withered boy. Or little wizard day them, I'm sorry. But yeah, either way, that's definitely something else I have on my bucket list to do at some point. I just need to find that time to do it here and there. But yeah, we will see. But yeah, even though this might be our one little Monochrome Monday for the year, I would say, we might have another bit tomorrow. That might be doing something similar with all the grayscaling we've been doing. So look forward to that tomorrow night and shit. But yeah, until then, I've been your host, Laggy, or Laguo Jadeheart, your favorite little princess slaying fishman VTuber. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a good one, and take care. I will see you guys the next time. Change the world, my final message. Goodbye.